Right, good afternoon to you. A very warm welcome, as always, to our Wednesday relaunch. Lovely to have you with us here. And we always like to celebrate each day that we're given, a gift from God, and we're glad of each day that we enjoy. Today's a very special day, and I'm glad that you're able here to celebrate with me the 91st birthday of this lady here, Alice. She comes here every Wednesday. This goes out to the whole world, Alice, so you and I are a famous figure. Alice, 91 today, and when she comes here, she is in Wonderland, and we hope that all of you will be in Wonderland as well as we come here on a Wednesday to kind of recharge ourselves, launch into the second part of the week and things like that. My name's Jerry. I help out here as part of the church, and we're glad to welcome you. Glad to welcome those of you joining us as well online, and those of you who may be visiting us here today. Delighted to extend that welcome to you. You'll appreciate, we do get a lot of visitors, just because we're the only church on Aberdeen's main street, and it's a kind of tourist attraction, the centre of Aberdeen. Who wouldn't want to come to the centre of Aberdeen? And so often we're out there and bumping into people. And just a few weeks back, there was a couple of folk who were visitors. Clearly, they were tourists. They spoke quite good English, which is not always the case with tourists, but they spoke quite good English. They were from England, so it's not, I suppose, a surprise that they spoke that good English. And they said, "We've come to see the King." And I said to them, "Well, you come to the right place." And they kind of looked at me really puzzled, and they looked up at the spire, and they kind of shook their heads and said to me, "Dennis Law?" And I thought, no, I'm not Dennis Law. And then I thought, he's dead anyway. And then I realized what they were after. I said, "Oh, you're after the murals, aren't you? The murals of Dennis Law." And they kind of shook their head and said, "Yeah, that's it." I don't know if you've ever seen them. And they said, "So where is the mural? Where do we get to see the mural? Because that's why we've come to Aberdeen." All the way from wherever it was to the hometown of Dennis Law, nicknamed the King. And where is it and how do we get there? And if you've never seen it, I mean, it's an interesting mural. And I would love to be the person who lived 7 floors up. Because if anyone asked me, where do I live? I'd be able to say, I live under Dennis Law's right armpit. That's where... that'd be a pretty cute way of opening a conversation. That's where I live. Where do you live? Type of thing. But my problem was, I said, well, I started off, I just said it's kind of up that direction. And they said, well, that's not going to help us because we don't know Aberdeen. How do we get there? And I said, well, basically from there, we're outside the church. You turn first right up Summer Street. You go all the way up Summer Street. Then you turn left. Then you turn right. Then you turn left again. Then you cross over the traffic lights. You go over through the next set of traffic lights, up to the next set of traffic lights, turn left as well. Then at the next big set of lights, you turn right, you cross over there, and then you come to a roundabout that has about 26 different roads feeding off it. And then I thought, you know what? It'd be a lot easier if I just took you there. And I figure they probably realize that as well. And very often, that is our problem in life. We kind of know roughly where we want to go. We haven't a clue where it is. We haven't a clue how to get there. And that's what this next short series on a Wednesday is designed to help you with. There is a short chapter in the Bible that is called Psalm 23. It only runs to 6 verses, and it provides really a kind of pocket handbook. Big enough and small enough, big enough to be able to give you the information you need, small enough to have in your pocket, and it basically gives you absolutely all the information you need in terms of living out life. Sometimes we think of life as a journey. That's often the kind of language that people speak, and that's the kind of theme that we'll have in the next slide there. It's about getting you there. Because sometimes when people say, are you getting there? Half the time, we don't even know where there is. We know there's somewhere we'd like to end up, somewhere we'd like to be going, but we don't really know exactly where it is and certainly don't know how to get there. And as a result, we are just a little bit confused. And in the same way as those visitors, strange to Aberdeen, but they've traveled here because they really do want to see the King on the walls of Aberdeen's block of flats there. They are helped by someone who's going to take them there, who knows where it is, how to get there. In the same way, we too benefit from having someone who knows the way and who undertakes to get us there. There being where we all long to be in life. And that's what this short psalm in the Bible is really all about. We call this simply getting you there because that's what God in the Bible means to do for you and with you to help you get there, which is life in all its fullness. And the opening line is really one that helps us understand the importance as our starting point of coming under new management. And so that's what I've called today, simply under new management. And the line that the psalm starts with is very simple. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. There's nothing that I'm going to need when I have that relationship with the Lord. The Lord is my shepherd. And when that's the case, I'm not going to be in a problem. I'm not going to have trouble. I will get where I mean to go. And that's really the first thing that's worth our exploring. Because all of us mean to make something of life. We mean to be able to move forward, get somewhere, have some purpose, direction to our lives. And this is, so far as the Bible is concerned, this is always the starting point. That sort of relationship that you have with the Lord, and the whole Bible points beyond simply this line of the psalm and says, that person is this person, Jesus. And that's why we make a lot of Jesus in all that we do here, because he's the one who knows the way. He's the one who will get you there. And so the kind of starting point of the psalm throws all the spotlight on the person that the whole Bible throws the spotlight on, namely the Lord. And the Bible's keen that you and I should understand something of who this person Jesus is and why he matters. That's why the Bible calls him the Lord, because he is the one who is altogether mighty, altogether good. And the way in which he's described in the Bible is essentially in these four main colors. First of all, the Bible underlines that he is very, very wise. And I would suggest you cannot read through the New Testament, that part of the Bible that records for us the life and ministry of Jesus, without realizing this guy, whatever else was true about him, he is really, really wise. He knows how to fix things. He knows how to answer things. He knows how to address problems. And I'm glad to have a guy like that who is really wise, being the one who is there to lead and direct my life. Not only is he wise, the Bible says he's very strong as well. He has an extraordinary power over nature, over the forces of nature, extraordinary power over disease, power over death itself, and a power to change people's lives. And that's writ large right across the pages of the Bible, and that too draws me to it and think, yeah, I could do with someone like that in my life as well. He's wise, he's strong, he's kind, extraordinarily patient, extraordinarily generous in the way that he deals with us, and always utterly good as well. So wise, strong, kind, good. What's not to like about this Jesus? That's the Lord for you. And that's where this psalm starts, the pocket handbook that tells you that's how to get there. He's the one who will get you there. He's wise, strong, kind, and good. You can trust him to get there. The next part of that line is important as well. The Lord is my shepherd. Not was. It's not like, he was a great guy and he taught some great stuff all those years ago, but, that's kind of history. Jesus is not just history. He is an historical person. He's a real person, but he is in the here and now present because he was crucified, he was buried, and then he rose again from the dead. Extraordinary, the evidence that is built up for us to point us in that direction, so that God doesn't mean that we should simply shut our eyes, cross our fingers, and hope somehow that this Jesus is alive, but says that's why you can be sure that he is risen from the dead. He is alive. You can know him as well as the people who lived a long time ago can know him as well. So the Lord is a shepherd. And a shepherd kind of looks after sheep. Sheep are pretty dumb creatures. They are clueless often about where to go, and they kind of end up in all sorts of problems as a result. They need a shepherd, and a shepherd undertakes to look after them. A shepherd undertakes to feed them, looks after to protect them, and to show them the right way to go. He leads the way and says, hey, this is the way. and they simply follow because they know him, trust him, and recognize that, they'll be safe with the shepherd. And that's who Jesus is. That's who he comes to be with us in our lives. And therefore, if you've got 5 fingers in a hand, which most of us have, including the thumb, then you can simply remind yourself of that. The Lord is my shepherd. 5 short words that really tell you everything you need to know as a starting point for getting there in life. Starts with the Lord. That's who he is, a shepherd. He is for real. And the 4th finger is my. He is my shepherd. No use simply recognizing, he's a kind of good shepherd. It's important that you and I have that relationship with him, that you and I have entrusted ourselves to him and said, Jesus, I need you to lead me in my life. And that's really the basic starting point for this whole psalm, and the starting point for you and me simply getting there. He undertakes, he says, I'll get you there. Trust me, follow me, and that's what we as believers seek simply to do. He is for real, he is wise, he is strong, he is kind, he is good. What's not to like about him? He's the one who's able to direct your paths. He's the one to get you out of the mess that you get into. He's the one able to lead you forward in life, and he says simply, follow me. And we hope always, as we seek to speak to you about him, we hope that you'll be encouraged to trust him for yourself and discover in your own circumstances, that's what he does. You can trust him, and you'll find that he takes you to the places that you long to go. And as we work our way through this pocket handbook, we'll discover just what that means, what it involves, and where ultimately we're headed. So may God use this part of his Bible to that effect in our lives, that we'll learn simply to trust him, follow him, and discover what a joy it is to live life with him. Let me pray then with you. Lord, thank you for the Bible. Thank you for everything that you've made known to us about yourself in the Bible. And thank you for reminding us in this very simple manner that you are that mighty, mighty God, well able to meet all our different needs, that you're not simply someone from way back in time, but today you are as you always have been, as wise today, as strong today, as kind together, as good today as you ever were. And thank you that you undertake to be our shepherd, so that as we say that you're my shepherd, you'll say, and you're my sheep as well. And thank you that you love us, you care for us, help us to learn what it is to trust you, to follow you, and to delight in you. And we ask it for your own name's sake. Amen. Good. Well, do make sure that you wish in person, that you wish Alice a very happy birthday and many, many, many happy returns until she's about 160 or something like that. And enjoy the rest of your time here this afternoon.